Yeah, about right there. That's cool. That's cool. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leaders. Shout out to K Team. And this is Royce's Rant live. It is 7 p.m. It is a Monday. You know what I'm saying? We in quarantine today. And I know everybody's sitting home, ain't doing nothing. Y'all bored. Y'all fishing through the web. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all just stop by and see what's up. You know what I mean? We're gonna be taking phone calls in today. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a pretty interesting topic that I've been wanting to talk about really for about a month or so now. But we're gonna open up the phone lines in a minute after I tell you this particular topic that we're speaking on right now. Right. So first of all, everybody's doing fine. Basically, I just want to just have like just a quick. I won't even say a shout out actually, but I just want to everybody for anybody that's from my area, the Tri County area, Coffee County, Franklin County, Bedford County. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just send their prayers and their thoughts out for Maosha and Micaiah Keith. I'm pretty sure everybody knows knew what happened, and we just keep them, in our prayers. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that, man. Just positive vibes, positive vibes. Man, let me tell you, it's been a crazy day today. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about anything, but I'm also a person who humbles himself and realizes, you know what I'm saying, when I said the right thing or when I said the wrong thing or when I just need to know when to let things go. You know what I'm saying? But this is just a side note before I get to the title of this thing, all right? This is just a side note to anybody, you know what I mean? I know we're going through all these hard times right now. People losing their jobs and stuff, or getting laid off, or hours are being cut short, and a lot of us can be really emotional about this particular topic. Not what I'm talking about, but a lot of people can be sensitive about what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And we can debate about these things. You know what I'm saying? All the time, and it seems like we don't get nowhere with that situation. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's emotional right now, and everybody has answers and theories, but at the end of the day, whether you believe what's going on or not, just know that something is happening and it's causing us to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so the best thing to do is really just, focus on you, focus on your family, focus on your health. Anybody out there that has a family member that's been out sick or anything like that, we just pray that they get well while, these scientists and CDC and all that are, working on these plans to try to find some, vaccine. We can go all day about the theories and stuff like that. I have my own opinions about it, but, we're going to redirect, this energy on something that I think is going to be a little more, just a little more beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So the topic of today, you know what I'm saying? And I've been wanting to talk about, and I've talked to my boys about it for the longest time. But the topic and the title today is, this is for men, all right? Men, it is okay, when searching for somebody, to have a relationship with or somebody that you're dating. It's okay. It is okay to be picky about what you want, you know what I'm saying, in relationships. And this is what I mean by this, all right? So let's just take it down like this. First, shout out to what's up, Mayor? What's up, Mayor? You know what I'm saying? James Mitchell Hicks watching. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I'm gonna go on these other pages. I'm working two pages at the same time on this one here. I'm gonna check this out here. We're gonna go to the anybody that's online. Even though you're on my page, you know what I'm saying. I'm also live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Twitter as Royce's Rant, and also on Facebook as Royce's Rant. I know right now some people are looking at my regular page right now on Royce Massengill, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to Natasha Rogers. Yo, what up, Ed Pryor? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and yes, Miss Music, yes, we will be contacting you really, really soon, man. We just been playing catch up with everything. But here's the topic. Men, it is okay. It is okay to be picky about who you want in your relationship as far as a female, and not even to discriminate against somebody if you're gay. And you know what I'm saying? But just speaking on what I'm more familiar about as far as, heterosexuals or just a female counterpart, it's okay to be picky because, and I say this, all right? So there's this, it's kind of this thing that's been going around forever. You see memes about it and stuff like that, and how women seem to have like this long, 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 long list, about what they want in a man. You know what I'm saying? Even down to the point to where I've seen memes where there's this one meme where what's up, Amber Swan? There's this one meme where the man, if y'all remember Baby Boy, y'all remember Ving Rhames was in a little apron. Well, no, he was really butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? And he was cooking eggs and breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And then Jody came in and he saw Ving. You know what I'm saying? Drinking the Kool-Aid and looked at him. He was like, "You want some breakfast?" You know what I mean? And but this particular meme was the man in the apron, with his shirt off, and the woman was getting ready for work. And at the bottom of it, it said, I wish it could be like this every day. And I looked at it and I was like, dang, I said, they got the men cooking too. You know what I mean? Just kind of like as a joke, and, but I kind of, thought about it a little longer, a little deeper into it, like I always do, cause I'm a Libra. Shout out to Brandon Wren. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes, oh, okay, that's tight. That was the little, that was the slick little bumper intro with the live stream feed and stuff like that, with people commenting and stuff like that. So I'll be able to see what's going on. As y'all see, we're just trying out some new stuff in here, man. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I began to wonder. I was like, man, I don't know if it's this particular generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, but I've seen a lot of posts where they see the men just doing everything. They cooking, they cleaning, you know what I'm saying? They're working, you know what I'm saying? They're giving massages, they're doing all this work, and the woman is just kind of just like, sitting there and just, receiving everything. And I'm not here to debate on, what I'm saying, what some people should do and what they shouldn't do. I'm just telling you just what I see. And I want to hear from y'all in a minute, because I'm going to open up the phone lines. The phone number is it 933-6757 615-933-6757. I'll open those up in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to go straight through. There's not going to be no commercials or anything like that. What's up, Cheryl? Shirley. But anyway, so I was just wondering, I'm like, man, women have these long lists of what they want their men to be, or what they look for in a man. Of course, you hear, the God-fearing and the hardworking and respectful, you know what I'm saying, that loves their moms, respectful to their moms, respectful to them, takes care of business, can sing or can cook, can fix a car, can, fix stuff around the house, which, hey, you know what I'm saying, that's no problem at all. Women, you can have all the wants you need, all the wants and needs you want, you know what I'm saying, that you want in a man. But what I've seen in my men, you know what I'm saying, is that we're not picky about what we want in a woman. And then therefore you hear the narrative where the man always is, oh man, that bitch ain't shit, man, she ain't shit, and and I begin to think, and I'm like, well, what did you have in your mind for what you wanted in a woman before you even got with this particular woman? You know what I'm saying? Because it's always, what's up, Fair? It's always a problem, in these relationships. I hear my homies talk about it all the time. Man, this chick, man, she ain't shit. Da 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 da. And I'm like, well, what kind of credentials were you looking for in the woman that you saying that ain't shit? Okay, and let's just be real, like. Most men, especially, like the single ones that are out and about and just doing their thing. What's up, Ariel? What up, Sade West? What up, Sade? Welcome to the show. About time you come up on this mug and you ain't got nothing to do. But there's two things, and I can almost just say one thing, but there are two things that I've seen these men kind of look for in a woman, And let me just start when I look on IG and stuff like that. Even on Facebook, there might be this chick, you know what I'm saying, almost booty butt naked. She's in a thong, you know what I'm saying, and she got, her little bikini top on and stuff. And she was, it's funny, she was on top of the counter on her knees, dusting the counter and the cabinets. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what in the world is she doing? First of all, like who gets on the counter on their knees and starts dusting, you know what I'm saying, dusting the cabinets and the countertops and stuff like that. But I'm seeing all at the bottom. She said, I got time today. What up, Jordan Miller? But they said their main thing that they said was, "Oh, that's wifey. Oh, that's wifey." You know what I'm saying? You know, having a chick walk around in her thong all the time, just cleaning and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's it? Like that's it? Like that's all you want in a woman is, you know, to walk around damn near butt naked or in some boy shorts, you know what I'm saying, just cleaning up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that just came up. What up, Capture the Culture podcast. You know what I'm saying? Uh yes. So I'm thinking like, is that all that y'all want? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want a woman that uh walks around damn near butt ass naked, cleaning the countertops and stuff like that on their knees. Or I seen other stuff where they're like, um, and this is just on a graphic tip, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at everything, I don't discriminate. You know, some chick that, you know, that just talks about, there be memes about, ooh, you know, you got to give a man head and you got to grab the balls and you got to do all this, da 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 da. And then the first thing the dudes say, you see them big emoji eyes like this, and they be like, wifey, wifey, you know. And I'm thinking, God dang, no wonder we're having problems in relationships, because men do not set their standards high when it comes to looking for a woman. What up, B Howard? You know what I'm saying? Jenny Darnell, you know what I'm saying? Cameron Howard, oh, the boy shorts. See, all right, yeah, the boy shorts. Now let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It does look good. It does look good. You know, women, y'all look good when y'all, you know what I'm saying, be walking around the house prancing around and stuff like that, you know. And y'all know we men fall for it all the time. We fall for it all the time, you know, and therefore our standards are so low that we'll just accept those two things, you know. But I've never heard too many men, you know what I'm saying, shout out to a few of them that I know, but the majority of the men that I know and that I've seen, their goals are falling for the good old thirst traps. Yeah, the good old thirst traps. The men fall for the good old thirst traps, and their list is very short. You know what I'm saying? It's either she needs to be good in bed and she needs to dress up real nice for me and stuff and just walk around, you know, and that's it. I don't ever hear anything as far as like real goals for a woman. I never hear ambition. I never hear determination. I never hear goals. I never hear God fearing. I never hear responsible. I never hear not that that's the sole purpose, but you know, financially stable, which is a pretty big thing. But I never hear, you know, loves her mama, respects her mama, takes care of her kids or anything like that. I never hear that type of thing. But see, on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Ariel said didn't know they have standards. Okay, that just kind of proves my point. And I'm trying to bring to the table right now that we men need to have standards. You know, all right? I'm not taking myself out of this equation because I was that dude. You know what I'm saying? I was completely that type of dude where, you know, I thought those things were, that's it, because I figured I can handle everything else. You know what I'm saying? I can handle a crazy chick, you know, or they'll say crazy chicks are the ones with the good poom poom. You know what I'm saying? So that means it's like, okay, you gonna deal with the poom poom. You know, you get, as long as they got the good poom poom, you can balance out the smiles and cries. You can balance out the crazy. You know what I mean? This all kind of really blends into like toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? What up, Q? Jeremy Taylor. Cameron Howard said, "Does maturity play a part in that?" Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let me ask you, Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Or you can call. It don't even matter, bro. I love to hear from you. 933-6757. Or you can type it in, Jeremy Q. You know, I really want to hear from the men, Jared Cox. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can call in. First come, first serve, because I ain't got 30 lines. But if y'all just want to, you know, type it in, men, what is it that, here's the ultimate question. And so ladies can look down the line if y'all single and all that, whatever. But men, what is it that you are looking for in a woman? And I'm going to tell you what. Give me 3 to 5 things that have nothing to do with sex. All right. That has nothing to do with sex and how she looks. Now, I know that the looks is important, you know, important to people, you know, the attraction thing and stuff like that. But see, attraction is so much more than the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because all that can wither away. You know what I mean? What I've learned from Natasha Rogers with her album, you know what I'm saying? Or one of her songs. It's called The Law of Attraction, which is out right now, featuring Music Soul Child and Tokyo Genius. But the law of attraction, you know what I'm saying? I don't really leave the outer look out of the equation and leave the sex out of the equation. And I want men to tell me, Quavaris, Jared, Cameron, you know what I'm saying? Tell me, what qualities are you looking for in a woman? Give me 3 to 5 things. You can either type it in or you can call it 933-6757. Women, feel free to chime in too. You know what I'm saying? For the women who like women, I don't know. But I also would like to hear from the women too on what y'all are looking for in a man. But what I see all the time from women, women seem to have more of a list when it comes to what they want in a man. And I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? I would like to say, I would like to assume that I feel like women, I feel personally that women look deeper into their well-being, of what they feel like they can handle. The reason why they have so many standards is because, well, they're women, and women have needs. Women have a lot of needs. You know what I'm saying? They're very emotional. They're logical too, but men are considered to be the more logical ones and less emotional ones and stuff like that. And the women seem to be the more emotional ones. They tie in more emotionally when it comes to relationships. So therefore, their needs or their requirements for a man is probably like a longer list. Hold on, I'm a little parched. Anyway, okay. So Sade says, okay, let me start off with oh, hold on, real quick. We got a phone call in here right now. Let's see what's up. Oh, you know what? No, I can't take that phone call because they weren't calling on the regular line. That's actually somebody calling my real line. I don't want to put them on blast and knowing that they're live on the show. So the person that just called, you can call in at 933-6757, 615-933-6757. All right, so Cameron says, let's start up at the top. What's up, Miss Cooley, Alicia? All right, so Cameron Howard says, a well-diverse conversation, aggressive, and a hustler. Okay. All right. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? A hustler, a woman that can go out there and get it when, you know what I'm saying, when they need to get it. And that don't necessarily mean, the drug game or anything like that. That just means any job that's legal or illegal. That's none of my business. And by any means necessary, you know what I'm saying, they get that money to provide, you know what I'm saying, for the family, you know what I'm saying, playing their part, coming up with new things to make money and stuff like that. Let's see. Jeremy Taylor says, a woman who is not insecure. Ah, okay. So now so Jeremy, what do you think what makes women insecure? Do you think that we're the cause of that because of what we're looking for in a woman? Like the majority of men that have a low list of what they want in a woman, and it seems to pertain to the way they look and their sex and stuff like that and their appearance. Do you think that causes their insecurity because they're so focused on how they look and how many times they should have sex? And then you got songs like 2 Chainz, which, I love 2 Chainz, but, he has a line in there and says, if a hoe don't suck dick, then she basic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, can you imagine what goes through a woman's mind if she feels like, oh man, if I don't suck dick, then I'm basic. You know what I mean? He doesn't like my mind. He doesn't like the fact that I'm ambitious and stuff like that. Shirley, she said, call out who's leaving the live now after asking. All right. So, Sade said, I don't have a list. Why don't you have a list? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you have a list? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mikhail. He's watching and stuff like that. Let me see what else they're saying. All right. So anyway, as far as a man, like, y'all, we have to, in order for this whole thing to balance out, I feel like that we men, what up, Micah Williams? I feel like that we men have to, not Micah. No, it is Micah. I'm about to call you Micaiah. My bad, bro. Micah. We men have to have higher standards in our women. And I'm talking to the ones that don't have high standards. You know what I'm saying? Or the ones that just want to keep it real and just admit that they never really thought about what they wanted in a woman. You know what I'm saying? We have to first look within ourselves, right, as men, and be like, okay, this is the type of man I am. These are the type of things that I do. And then I want this particular type of woman. Now, this can go both ways because we can go to we can go to the porn industry, and people that are like sex slaves and do all this shit like that, they'll have a whole different thing when it comes to what they want in a woman. Actually, we have connections with a with a porn star out in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slim Poke, you know what I'm saying? That if you were to ask him that same thing, right? He would probably, just kind of narrow it down to just a few things, because his life is sex, and sex is his life, and that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure his standards will be, I don't want to say set high or low, but his standards might be a little bit different than like your average man. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Howard, boss in the streets and freak in the streets. Hey, I want a lady in the streets and the freak in the sheets. Okay, so I guess when you say a boss in the streets, that pertains to the hustler, the aggressive, and a diverse conversation. So let me ask you a question, Cameron. Aggressive. Are we talking aggressive in the bedroom? Are we talking? What are we talking about? Give me some type of area. Broaden that out a little bit. What do you mean when you say aggressive? Is that aggressive in a bedroom, or aggressive when it comes to saying what she wants? You know what I'm saying? Out there in those streets, as you say, you know what I'm saying? A lady out there in the streets. Do you want her to be aggressive out there to get what she needs to get? Like, explain that for me. You know what I'm saying? Or call in 615-933-6757. Yeah, don't be afraid to call in. I would love to hear y'all's voice. This is just great. It's great content for that. You feel me? But back to the men. Like, we have to look at ourselves and we have to love ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? And when you love yourself, you'll develop all types of answers to what you want naturally. You know what I'm saying? In a woman. So let's just talk about me then. You know what I'm saying? He said across the board. Okay, across the board. Jeremy Taylor said confidence. All right. I agree with some of y'all on that too, because me being a single male, you know what I mean? I'm still working on myself. There's still a lot of things that I have to work on myself. And until I do that, like slowly, those things that I want in a woman are coming to life. You know what I'm saying? Cameron said, "Don't no one want anyone that is timid." Okay. Timid. I got you. Just kind of afraid to step out there. You know what I'm saying? A little shaky, a little hesitant about life and what you want to do. I guess that pertains all across the board. I feel you on that. For me, when I was like in these relationships that I was in, and before I got in these relationships, I did not have in my mind really honestly what I wanted in a woman. I just saw exactly what I wanted at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like living in the moment at that sense. You know what I mean? Living in the moment, and I didn't really bother to see what it was that was going to make me happy. So therefore, I'm in these relationships with low standards. And the fact that I'm in these relationships with low standards, what does that say about me? That means I'm not working on myself. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't set no high standards for myself, so therefore, naturally, there were no high standards in what I wanted in a woman. And so I always ended up, even outside of the relationships, if I was trying to start a relationship with somebody, and of course, it never worked out to a relationship. So those ones that never worked out to a relationship, my standards were low. You know what I'm saying? And I started focusing on more of the physical. You know what I'm saying? And the looks. But, after a while, it's like, if sex is all that person can offer, if sex is all that you're looking for, if looks is all that you're looking for, or the way that she talks or the way that she walks is all that you're looking for, after a while, that shit is going to get kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. James Mitchell says, besides putting up with me and my shenanigans, brother, what are your shenanigans, homie? You know what I mean? Faraz said, I was just going to say that people need to get right with themselves and love themselves, not try to fulfill themselves with the relationship, because you will never be happy trying to get that or force that out of someone else. And that's why a lot of people have no standards. I like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like that. We're gonna like that, man. My fingers are too big to press that. There you go. Cameron said again, doesn't maturity play a role in your decision making? What you might want at 21 will probably be different at 31 or 40 or even 41. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me ask you a question then real quick. All right. Yeah, I think maturity plays a part. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, hell, a 21-year old could probably have it figured out. Hell, I got a nephew that's 21 years old and he got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? He got a good gal. You know what I'm saying? They got goals. You know, they travel together. You know what I'm saying? They have a plan and they keep God in the middle of it first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna go all the way with it. You know, there's some people that have it at 21. There's some people that don't have it at 31 or 41. They might be living backwards. They might be saying, well, hell, 30's the new 20. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to think like a cliche 20-year-old and, I just want the hoes. Because men and women, we all know that there are some 40-year-old hoes out there. And we know that there's some 30-year-old hoes right now that talk nothing else but hoes. Where the hoes at? You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da. So there you go. Like Natasha Rogers says, with the law of attraction. If you out there just looking for the hoes, which of course that ties into your maturity level, Cameron Howard. If you out there looking for the hoes, then the hoes will come. Like Yoda. You think of hoes, and the hoes shall come. Hoes will come, they will. They will. So you gotta set that mind frame. All right. So this is really on y'all, men. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, but particularly men. What you put out there is exactly what you're gonna get. And I know with me, I was kind of afraid to put out there what I wanted in a woman, man, because man, I just didn't feel like I felt like that life was gonna be boring. You know what I'm saying? Shirley said maturity plays a huge role. Yeah, sure does. You know what I mean? I was, and this had to do with my maturity. I was so afraid to step out there and put out into the universe like what exactly I wanted in a woman. You know what I mean? So I just kind of stayed in a little basic area. And of course, I got what I wanted because I put out low standards. So those standards came to me through the law of attraction. I was putting out that energy even when I didn't even know it. There's some things we don't even know that we put out there subconsciously. We don't even have to say it. If we sit there and think about, man, you know what I'm saying, what a hoe's at, you know what I'm saying? Your whole body posture, the oils in your face, the look in your eyes, the way you talk, the way your lips move, and the way you walk will put out a sexual energy that you looking for hoes. And you may not even know it. Think about a hoe out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying, popping that thing for some money, right? She's so used to getting paid to have sex or looking for sex to get paid. She does it so much that she doesn't even know the walk that she's walking. She don't even know the talk that she's talking, to the point that she even brings bring that kind of talk into a business area. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't know the difference. She's so used to it. She's so used to attracting that. You know what I'm saying? That her body already fixates themselves as a hoe. That's when dudes look at them and be like, ooh, you know, a lot of dudes can tell if a chick is a hoe or not. You know what I'm saying? And as they say, then we start to judge because we say, okay, birds of a feather flock together. I know she a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So I know that other one's a hoe too. You know what I mean? Because those people are putting out that energy because their standards are low. You feel what I'm saying? Or they may think this is all I can probably get. You know what I'm saying? What up, Paul Fletcher, Cameron Howard? They got rent to pay. Yeah, bro. They got rent to pay. But then think about it like this, bro. They know they got rent to pay. But like I said, they have done that shit so much that they don't even have to practice it no more. When they come out of the house, they automatically know what to wear. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. They go out there and walk. They just be walking. They don't even mean to. You know what I'm saying? They've been practicing it in the beginning, manifesting it. And then therefore it became second nature. So all you're going to attract are those type of men. The same thing with men. You know what I'm saying? We, for the men that have low standards, we develop that mentality. That mentality comes out of the way that we talk, the way that we look, the way that we dress, the songs that we make, the conversations that we have attract those type of women. And I'm a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Cameron said, plus there is a lot of individuals shaking ass and are now your doctors, attorneys, et cetera. Right. You know what I'm saying? They matured. When they changed that mindset, then you see how those things began to happen for them. They got into those medical fields. They got into the law. Shirley said, trust and honesty is key in my option. Okay. So Shirley says trust and honesty is key in her opinion. And I feel you on that. I know as a younger adult, man, I would, For real. I was that dude. I was that dude that was out there looking out there in the streets. There were times, man, in my 20s and stuff, man, there'll be nothing to do. And, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboys would just ride the strip, just looking for somebody that looked like they want to get in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually we would find that trouble that we were looking for. But now as a grown ass man, you know, going through my ups and downs and, you know what I'm saying, and my mistakes. Yes, the mindset, brother. Um, as a grown man, I'm looking for something a little more different. All right. And so these are the things that I'm looking for in a woman. You know what I mean? So the first thing, of course, you know, I want her to be God fearing. And I know that sounds cliche, but what I mean by that is at least have some type of conscience on what is right and what is wrong, and being afraid of the consequences if you so happen to do so. Especially on the bad side, you know what I'm saying? Be a little afraid or respect the consequences that come with your actions. You know what I'm saying? I do want a respectable woman. I want a woman who respects her mother. You know what I'm saying? Who don't be talking back and cussing out. Because I've dealt with some women like that. Because I'm like, Lord, if you can cuss out your mama, I don't know how you're gonna have respect for mine, or better yet, respect for me, for the woman that had me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I do like a woman that has a little humor. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have some humor. You know, I like a woman to talk a little shit. You know, and I like to debate. You know what I'm saying? I like healthy debates. You know what I'm saying? But debates that can lead to some type of compromise, some type of understanding, to where you see my point of view, I see your point of view. How can we put these point of views together and create an ideology, so to speak? What up, Greg Phillips? You know what I'm saying? Create an ideology of it. You know, so oh no, I'm not done. I'm not done. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because I ain't gonna bullshit y'all with this sugarcoating shit. All right. So respectable, you know, to her mother and stuff. Healthy debates, you know what I'm saying, that lead to compromised ideologies. You know what I mean? I like a woman that likes to watch movies. You know what I'm saying, multiple times, because I like to analyze movies and shit. You know, I like to talk about the characters, talk about the acting roles. I want a woman who loves music. You know what I'm saying? All types of music. And I know I can get on some people's nerves sometimes, especially the ones that I've tried to get to know or have dated before, where when a song comes on, I'm just critiquing that mug, especially when I heard it. Or if I've heard the song before, I like to talk about it like, man, it's got a nostalgic feeling. Did you hear that in the background and all that stuff like that? Like, I kind of want like a woman that is kind of a nerd with the music, or understands the dynamics in music to where it touches her soul enough to want to talk about it and analyze that situation. You know, like, man, so what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this track? What do you think about this album? You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about stuff like that. A woman that's very that likes to talk. You know, real talk. Because I mean, for the people who know me, man, I will talk all day, just like I'm doing right now. I want a woman. He said, "What's in the cup, man? Don't worry about what's in my cup." No, man, it's water, man. Water and melted ice, bro. You know. Now, I wouldn't disrespect a show like this unless we really, you know what I'm saying, you know, talking that real shit up in there, brother. But anyway, so let's get down to the juicy of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want a woman that's highly sexual. Highly sexual, because I'm a sexual person. You know what I mean? I don't mean like a nympho or anything like that, but like, you know, I'm a morning, noon, night, afternoon, in between, you know, any chance that I could possibly get. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want her sexual libido to be high, just as high as mine. You know what I'm saying? I like the foreplay and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about sex. You know, I like to talk about sex. Like, you know, what can I do to make this feel better? Or what could you do to make this feel better? And da 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 da. I want a woman who's open to talk about her sexuality. You know what I'm saying? And what she does and what she doesn't like. You know, what can be better about it. You know what I'm saying? Sex is a big thing to me. It's not everything to me. But I do want a woman that's not afraid of sex. Not afraid of talking about sex, not afraid of exploring with each other. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be confident in that. You know what I'm saying? Shawty West says, making a love connection on here, are you? I ain't trying to make no love. I don't know. It depends on who you seeing up in these comments. I don't know. There might be some love connections in here, women. If y'all want to go through the y'all want to go through some of these comments, you know what I'm saying? All the single women and single men out there, y'all kind of get to see, what women want. I don't know. I'm not responsible. Here's my disclaimer. I'm not responsible for any hookups that are on this page. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to get together, you decide to get together. You know what I mean? But uh, a high sexual libido. You know what I'm saying? I want a chick that I can play video games with. You know what I mean? I want a chick that, because this is something I'm very bad at. I want a chick that's good with the money, because I'm not good at holding on to my money. I sometimes I be needing some help on, okay, where do I put this here and where do I put this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know to pay my bills and stuff, but then I would also like some encouragement on where I can put this money, or how should I say this, or how much should I put back here? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how good women are with money. You know what I'm saying? But I know for me, I might need a little help with that, because even though I don't buy, any new clothes and new shoes and shit like that, I just be buying miscellaneous shit. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. That'll be gone in a week for no reason. So I want a woman that's good, that's good with her money, knows how to manage her money, because I need that to rub off on me. You know what I'm saying? Going to what Shirley said, trust is a major issue. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my standards. I want a woman that I can trust, and I want that woman to trust me. Of course, for her to trust me, I have to put in that work to let her know that she can. But I also want a woman that opens herself up and is vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, and allows you to see her true self, the confidence. You know what I'm saying? I want her to show me that I can trust her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing hidden. You know what I'm saying? I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I don't care how many bodies you got. I don't want to talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? I know the couple, Tristan Thompson. Did I say that right? It might be Tristan Thompson. And my girl, what's her name? That singer, you know what I mean? Anyway, she dates Tristan Thompson. Or is that Tristan? No, she drinks. Schrumpert. Yeah, Ian Schrumpert, right? They look like best friends to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, she she said, "Ain't nobody playing no damn Call of Duty with you." I don't play Call of Duty. I play 2K. You know what I'm saying? A little 2K, a little John Madden. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, hey, then if I want to play Call of Duty, let's do Call of Duty. Then after that, we can do Call of Booty. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of relationship that I like. You know what I'm saying? But going back to you tripping, you tripping, girl. But just kind of going back to that, like, I want I want to be able to trust my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about the bodies you got, but like Ian Schrumpert do, and his wife, like, he said that they made a list out of all the people that they fucked, right? They made a list out of all the people that they fucked. So therefore, when they go out into this world, because he travels, he plays games, and she travels, she does shows, one of them might run into the people that they may have fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But they only do that because they said they just want to know, like, oh, okay, I understand why this dude is giving me this look and trying to start up a fire. I understand why this girl is doing this and trying to make me jealous, because she probably had my man back in the day and trying to make me feel some type of way, and vice versa to the dude. So therefore, both that couple would know how to react to the situation. Is be like, oh, I see why she's giving me that look, because you used to fuck my man. Oh, I see why, you know what I'm saying, he giving me that look and being all nice to her and stuff, because you used to fuck my girl. Well, now you don't. So, I mean, it's good to be aware about some of those things like that. And I can understand that, you know what I'm saying, as far as those specifics. But when it's just like you just shooting the shit, you know what I'm saying, and y'all talking, it's like, I don't really care to know about who you fucking and stuff, who you fucked before and anything like that. And really, I'm not really into talking about, past relationships, unless, you know what I'm saying, unless it's beneficial to where you guys are going now. I think when you reach like a certain type of level, where you feel like you guys are going to, jump to the next level into a relationship, I think it is only fair to be like, well, this is the situation that I had. Yeah, Eamon Schrumpert. There you go. Thanks, B. Howard. I don't know why I said Enan, bruh. And Tiana Taylor. There you go. Look, those are my two music heads right there, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And Eamon can rap, though. He got bars. I said Ian. I know, man. It's the water, man. No, man, it's real water, bruh. It ain't the drink. What up, Susie Sipples? Siples. Did I say that name right? Tell me if I said it right. But anyway, no, I don't. The only reason why I want to know about your past as a woman is if it's going to affect us in the future. I need to know a little bit about what you dealt with because you probably dealt with insecurities. You probably dealt with abuse, sexual abuse, or mental or verbal abuse in that relationship. And I kind of want to know why you are the way you are now. So it is good to know some historical facts that psychologically affected each couple. You know what I'm saying? Or each individual person. I think that's good to know. And that's the stuff I want to know. You know what I mean? When it comes to what I want in a woman. There were two other things. I wrote it down. I was trying to do it without looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I don't want no jealous woman. What up, Destiny Hill? I don't, Destiny Hill, what, you know what I'm saying? Your man, you know, well, you guys are together, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what your man was looking for when he found you? Have y'all asked each other that? And like, have y'all had that talk before about what y'all wanted from each other or what y'all were looking for? But, I know, uh, oh, okay, Fair Rye. I'm sorry, Fair Rye. I don't know why, but every time I see your name, I think that you a Muslim or something. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but that's the reason why we going live. Y'all corrected me, and that's good. Now I know, and no one's have to battle GI Joe. But anyway, those are the kind of things that you know. I want a woman that, what was that one that I was thinking on? Gosh, I hate it when I do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. But we were talking about the past relationships and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I do want to know a little bit about your past and the reason why you are the way you are. You know what I'm saying? But I also, when we're gonna go circle around back to that trust. Trust is a very, 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 very speak from the heart, my Waffle House colored king. Really? Okay. You, okay. If I'm then you the syrup then. You wanna play these games. I know I'm waffle colored. Hold on, let me speak. You're messing up my train of thought. But so you don't make me forget what I was thinking. But trust is a major issue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna talk about myself. I was a hard person to trust. You know what I'm saying, back in the day, because I was afraid to talk about my past. I was afraid to talk about my wants and my needs, my desires, my flaws, my guilty sins, guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid to talk about that. So therefore, when I got in that relationship, all those things manifested without any warning, and I got in a whole heap of trouble. A whole heap of trouble because I wasn't being honest from the get go. And if I realized if I would have been honest from the get go about what I wanted in a relationship or the type of person I was and what I went through or the problems that I may have had at that moment, I would have given her that chance to analyze that data and have her make a decision. Do I really want to be with this dude? And that was all my fault. You know what I'm saying? And I think when they say with the trust, the communication, trust and communication, like Shirley said. What's up, Sarah? What up, Sarah Reed? You know what I'm saying? And you funny, Sade. But trust and communication. I think those were the things that I seriously lacked in a relationship and prior to a relationship. Hold on, more water. Because I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really that honest. I was afraid to lose that person because I figured they would be afraid about the type of person I was or the type of person I am. Being afraid to lose somebody can get you in a whole heap of trouble too, because you'll start to sway away from the truth about who you are. And then you get into that relationship, like you said, it becomes toxic. And shit, I think I just found out my own answer just by sitting here talking to y'all. You know what I mean? Real talk. And that's what I'm working on now. You know what I'm saying? What up, Andrea? That's what I'm working on now, man. Working on myself. Like one of the listeners said up in here, you know what I'm saying? Cameron Howard and Shirley and all them, working on, Farrah. She also said that too. She said, working on yourself. If you don't work on yourself before you get into a relationship, I'm telling you, 90% of the time, it is not going to work out. And then when it's all over, you're going to go back to that same cliche saying that Negro or that dude ain't shit or that chick is not shit. You know what I'm saying? She said Farrah means beauty or pleasant. All right, Miss Beauty and Pleasant. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for correcting me. You know what I mean? And uh oh, and it's Arabic too. Okay, I got you. Brandon Howard. I'll reply to Sade. She waffle color too though. Ooh, Sade. Ooh, B Howard tagging you. He tagging you. He said you waffle color too. Hey man, thank you for speaking up for the waffle color brothers. Even though you're not a waffle color brother, but I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the equal opportunity to take up for a waffle color brother. D Howard says you have to experience everything you don't want to know exactly what you want. Bruh, did you get that from one of your lyrics? That sounds like something from your song, bruh. You always come deep. He said you have to experience everything you don't want to know exactly what A to the man preach, Pastor Howard. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I just kind of been talking about, and he summed it up. I went through exactly what I didn't want, knowing that I didn't want it though. I didn't know that I didn't want it. You know, I just knew that that was just a temporary thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ah, okay, I'm in it for the moment. I go through all this hell. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that now. You know what I'm saying? Being the age that I am, I hate that I had to go through all that. But at the same time, in the space that I am in now, I know that I can put a halt and I can stop for a minute and be like, you know what? I don't want that right now. Let's back up, flip it, and reverse it. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Missy Elliott. And let's analyze this, my boy, before we get into another heap of trouble that you don't want to be in and you just wasting your time. Because I ain't got no kids. I ain't got none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I know, you know, this time around, you know, I really want to use this time to really be honest with myself about what I want. And it just goes back to men. It's okay to be picky about what you want. It's okay. What up, DeMario? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Shout out to DeMario Liggins. You know what I mean? It's okay to be picky with what you want, man. Do not settle for less. You know what I mean? Put the sex and the looks all the way to the back burner. Because when you get older, man, you know what I'm saying, you really don't put looks up in the forefront, even though that is an attraction. Before you even talk to somebody, you look at her and you be like, oh, dang, you know, she bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she nice. You know what I mean? Cool. That's human nature. But before you go off of that, have that conversation. Get to know that person. I know some women that do background checks. I know some women that do background checks on men. I don't mean nothing about the FBI. You know, I'm talking about the background checks from the streets. You know, holler at their homegirl. Girl, what you know about him? Da-da-da-da-da. Do he work? Do he do this? How many baby mamas he got? How many kids do? You know what I'm saying? What's his life like? What does life be like? What's up, Rita Dixon? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, men, you have to be picky about what you want in a woman. You know what I'm saying? As much as a woman has high standards, or the majority of them that I know have high standards and know what they want in a man, you know, it could be 10 things, a whole list of things. And then for men, for our list to be so small, we are shortchanging ourselves. And then at the end of the day, the list that you make for whom you want in your life and how you want them to be or what you're looking for is really only a reflection of you. And I'm talking to myself, so I won't be picking on nobody. But if it's talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Let it talk to you. Sade said, oh, B. Howard, so I guess you and Royce are the kid and play duo trying to run up on me. All right, yeah, it's going to be a house party up in here. You know what I'm saying? I smell. Yeah, we're going to stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came in. Let me shout out everybody. We got Sade West, Mario. We got Rita Dixon. Shout out to Rita. We got B. Howard. We got Andrea. We got Destiny Hills, Susie, Sipples. We got Farrah. Yes. We have Greg Phillips. We got Shirley. We had Paul Fletcher. We got James Mitchell. We had Q Northcutt. You know what I'm saying? We had Jeremy Taylor, Michael Williams, Mikhail, Kevin Lambert. Man, shout out to all you guys. You know what I'm saying? And you know, see, yeah, y'all going back and forth on this junk. I like this, man. But check it out, you guys. Listen, it's really been a great talk. You know what I mean? And to really just kind of sum this all up, just to wrap it all up, you know, speaking for my men, don't be afraid to be picky about what you want in your life, or the female that you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee, even though I'm going through this journey too, I guarantee you will be happy, you know what I'm saying, about what you're doing. You'll be happy about the end results because you took that time and you drew out that honest list and you live by it. So know that the list that you make is a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? And one last thing, James Mitchell said, looking back, no matter what my exes did. Oh, sorry, man. I lost you, bro. Let me go back to you because I went all the way. Okay, looking back, no matter what my exes did, it never would have worked out because I didn't like myself. Amen. Once I got to where I liked myself by myself, it was so much easier to find what I wanting all along. And that's what I'm going through right now, brother. And I appreciate that message. And we're gonna close out on that message. Real talk, man. That's a good thing to go by at the end right there. James Mitchell Hicks, man. So listen, y'all, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I got to get ready for this music review. Know what I'm saying? And y'all stay tuned for that. It's coming on around 8:30. And also later this week, we're having a listening session with B. Howard, Brandon Howard. He's actually on her right now. His album's coming soon. It's called Unbelievable. But shout out to everybody that's came in. I'm getting ready to be out in this mug, take a quick little break, go back to the other show. I'm Royce Massengill. This is Royce's Rant Live. Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. I love y'all, and we up out of here.